Make this little quick video. Some real shit been going on. I'm gonna have to start screen sharing some shit. Sharing the screen on some stuff I've been watching, like peeping game and just seeing like how like America is really under judgment. And I think the judgment, this is allegedly nothing like on no spirit or religious like scare tactic. We talking about stuff that's going on. That's why I named it AmeriKkK, judgmental. The thoughts and deeds. Study the laws of Mayat. The thoughts and deeds that we do, even think, it trickles down in this physical realm. This is why, like, even the crime, the little bullshit that we do to each other, like, as far as like, if the ones who do shit the chosens gonna have a right to slash necks. Gonna have the right to have land again without having nobody to tell you you can't have land. See, this is the thing. It's like the more the sun come out, this is why they trying to block the sun. This is why they trying to block this sun and give us the solutionary sun, which I never been having that shit. I'm 35, bro. I never been having this shit in my life. Like, I'm 35 on this calendar that the adopted calendar. We not even on a real calendar. So I'm 35 in a time where the sleep is at, but where we woke at, we really age magnificently, marvelously. Like, we don't age like everybody else. We don't age like everybody else. This is why the crackers is getting killed now. Allegedly murdered. The devils, the ones who was cracking whips. And you have white people, Caucasians, who get offended when we say crackers, but you have a see, this is how you know you have the ones who are asleep and the ones that want to see other people sleep. Crackers call themselves crackers. The Cracker Barrel restaurant, it doesn't just come out of nowhere, just Cracker Barrel just coincidentally. It's Cracker Barrel because it's crackers that run it. And I just found out, shout out to Taylor House Publishing Channel, I just found out through that channel where Cracker Barrel originated at. One of the most racist towns in Tennessee. We is the time. We is the time. William Torres. The word time is EMIT backwards. Spell time backwards. See, we speaking in a tongue that's not even our tongue. But that don't necessarily mean that it's not no truth. This is why the sun over here beams more than the sun somewhere else. And it beams on the chosens. The sun up here, not the solutionary sun that they gave us, the SON. We is the SONs. S. We is the SUNs. S. We's the sons. Per son. See, we trying to judge everybody else. The people who paying taxes. The people who paying taxes. The people who getting raped from taxes. The R word. I shouldn't even say that because now they finna. The people who. Shut up to Kevin. Bring something in here. We gonna clarify that. Or I ain't even gonna clarify it. I like that energy. Yakub made the white man in his lab. This the thing. The white man is a real created man. The white man is a real created race. The white race genetically is really created. What person? We are so different on this earth. We are all different. You smell a Caucasian. Caucasians know this. The real ones who know they self, the ones who like, damn, black people is chosen. Damn, our people did fuck up the world. It's white people that get mad at white people for telling the truth. That's how much spiritual it is in the universe. When you ain't got no choice but to bow down to the truth. When you ain't got no choice, you ain't got no choice. We was already here before the 6th day, William. We was already here. We don't walk around. We don't smell like dogs. We're like Caucasians. We don't smell like dogs. We don't have fur. We have fibers. We don't have fur. White people, Caucasians, have fur. See, that's where they get us all at. Where God made all races. Okay, if God made all races, then why the fuck is it one God right now on Earth that's predominantly white? Because God is a gang of people. God is a title, so it's many gods on Earth. It's many gods in the heavens that run this. God's chosen is in the hood or they got out the hood. God's people was in the hood or they in the suburbs or they in the country. God people was everywhere. In the islands, different lands, besides America. But in America though, America is being judged right now. That's the title of the video. Like the sun that shine, it just ain't shining. People show themselves in the sunlight and in the moonlight at night. People show off their sins. Or people show off their ways of how they really are. And people will be moved on. When you get judged, the word judgment is not just the word judgment. It's mental. It's your thoughts and deeds. Somebody can trick a person and be like, it's their fault that they got shot. This is what the police do. They try to play all this role. This is why they've been wearing body cameras. Obama signed that, whatever he signed back in his term, 2008, to allow body cameras to be worn. So now police is showing off since 2008 doing the same shit. But worse, showing off while recording, like killing you and then saying like, oh, I was in fear for my life because they already set it up to be like that. They're like, okay, it's gonna be body cam footage worn. So if you feel like you're fearing for your life, you have the right to kill. So they been doing this shit. Oh, I fear for my life. I fear for my life. So now black people fearing for their life for real. No games being played for real. But the thing with us, when we fear, we go eat. We go eat. We not go sit up here and wait for the community to get together. We go gather who we go gather or by ourselves. Depending on the person. Depending on the person. Oh yeah, I got soul. I got soul in me for real. I'm no weak link. I'm not scared to speak the truth. People who always say people need to see God is the ones who scared. It's the ones who comfortable in the devil world. So you might be comfortable in the devil world. What the Bible say? What the Bible say? We talking about the Bible. What the Bible say? God, if you was hated by the world, you would love by God. So I'd rather be hated and misunderstood, but I know I'm truly chosen by God. I know I'm truly riding on that path, like where I don't even have to mention that I'm chosen. I don't even have to mention that. I don't even have to mention that I'm chosen. I don't have to mention people need God. I don't have to do that. I'm out here doing the work by just being me. I don't go around messing with people. I'm not going around pulling people around over knowing they working hard for their shit. And trying to harass them over a wrong turn, a wrong signal, some tent that the tent shop is sold legally in the city. Do people y'all don't even take a chance to think of what you really are surrounded by. People really getting pulled over to get fucked with, to get bullied. Now people bullying the bullies back. People's bullying the bullies back. And the bullies, not anybody who doing their job. If you doing your job as a policeman, you see some shit that's wrong or you get calls, that's the modern day shit is for. But originally, police wasn't started off as something to for people. The police is the word overseer. Overseers, the original overseers, well, from what I heard, I didn't read on it, was Moors, but then it became down to the police, the ones, the slave masters protecting the slave masters from they slaves and from rebellions, watching the properties and all that. This is where police come in at. This was the police come from. So the root history of police is not even good. We need laws. If we need laws, what the hell God give you a brain for? What the hell did God give us a brain for? Like, yeah, laws is needed, but they shouldn't be misused by people who because they got a badge, right? We talking about people who being judged right now. We not talking about regular people. They being judged too. A whole America being judged. If you got the mind, and if you know you don't even have the mind of a colonizer, yeah, you bound to get judged. Now, if you know that you like in America KKK for real, when you know this, it's like you be careful. You know you gotta be like, damn, I can't do that. No, that shit. Let me just pray on that. Let me just do this. And you go make it throughout that day, having better energy the next day. Then you know you're on the right path. It's times I'll be like, damn, I shouldn't even, but it's 6:20. I'm finna get up out of here. I just wanted to drop this little message though. But I'm about to start sharing the screen about certain events that's taking place all across America. Like, if not, I'm saying this shit, but I don't know when. But yeah, this shit happening. Like, people fucked up out here, and people go now. It's like people expecting people just to sit down and wait for politicians to help them out. People sitting here waiting for the world to change. The ones who sitting there waiting for that shit is the ones who go sit up there living in 1960s or walking around like they can't fight. Shout out to the blacks who is fighting. Shout out to the blacks who is like representing self-love, showing their community love, ain't destroying the community, or at least trying to add something to the community if the community is destroying itself. Because if the community don't know better, the community don't know better. I'm not gonna sit up here and say like blacks getting judged because they not up to par of the American society standards, because the American society standards is to hate black people. So you got black people who hate themselves. They will look like, try to look as white, try to be as white as much as possible, because they see even that shit is some mind shit, some survival shit. Like, oh shit, they get money like this, watching all these people, but little do they know this is just a camera. This is just people who on a camera acting, because in real life, motherfuckers don't really love you when you get to speaking like this. A person don't really love you and honor you, and they do, shout out to them. But when you be yourself, when you gotta be yourself. Fuck how a motherfucker feel. Fuck how a motherfucker feel. This shit for real. But at the end of the day, it's black people with the white man mind that's really truly fucked. Like fucked up, like where they will fuck and hurt their own kind. They don't even know. They go be judged just as the Caucasian beast too. At this point, I don't even know if Caucasians is part of this race. I don't even think they part of the human race. I don't even think that shit no more. It's a lot of people that don't even think that's part of this shit. Everybody going around mocking and being vultures and wanting to be like black people, but yet want to judge you or don't want to work with black people, or don't really want to tell them the truth while they in their communities taking money from them or accepting money from them when they like, oh, they dumb. I know where I'm at. I'm not scared to speak the truth. I already know where I'm at. I'm not scared to speak the truth. I'm not scared to walk in truth. I'm not even scared to be alone. A lot of people are scared to be alone and bring in the energy or accept the energy that they need. I'm rolling along like this sun in the sky, but at the same time, it's still life revolving around the sun. Or if I'm using the right word, it's actually like the sun not even alone for real. So I'm not even alone for real. But it's times where meditation is needed. It's certain times like where shit got to be talked about. Things got to be mentioned from different mouths in America. Everything ain't all peaches and cream around this motherfucker. We got to get licensed up. We got to stay licensed up. Get our records expunged. I just seen some shit in Philly. Shout out to Philly. The new Black Panther Party in Philly. He's like, get your records expunged. I'm like, damn, I had to look at my shit like, damn. Damn, I got to get my shit. No, I'm being prepared. I'm being prepared and got to stay prepared. Fear is when you need Jesus instead of using the knowledge. That's fear. Either if you just need Jesus or if you want to wait for a politician to do something for you, and they all one and the same. Politics and religion. If you ain't gonna do the work, if you ain't gonna tell the truth, hey, that's what it's gonna be. That's just what it's gonna be. Stay ready. Stay war ready. I'm up out of here. Oh shit.